So to find the intersection of these two linear equations, I just graph them. So negative 5/3 x plus 3 for the first one. 1/3 x minus 3. And then push graph. And then I want you to graph them roughly. It doesn't need to be terribly accurate. So we'll call that good enough. And then there are a couple bad ways to find the intersection, and then one that's really easy. You could just move your arrow over and see, well, it's somewhere close to 3, negative 2. But this method will never guarantee that you're on the right spot. You could also push trace, and that locks you to one line or the other. You can see I'm on line Y1. If I move left and right, that will change my position on that line. But if I push up or down, it will switch to the other line. And then you can just keep switching back and forth. But even then, I'm never going to get the exact answer. So you can see here, I didn't get any closer than I did before. So it appears as though the answer is 3, negative 2, but I can't guarantee it. While you're in trace mode, you can plug in any x value and it will tell you the y value. So I could plug in 2, that's not it. I could plug in 3, and for y2, 3, negative 2 works, and if I push up, then I have to plug 3 in again, and they both have 3 too, so that's the answer, but that's kind of a waste of my time. You could also go to table, and you can see at table, when x is 3, both y1 and y2 are negative 2. But that only works if the answers are whole numbers, if the x value are whole numbers. So the best way to find the intersection is to do second calc number 5, and it's going to ask you 3 questions. The first question asks, what is the first curve you want me to look at? These calculators are kind of dumb. It doesn't realize there are only 2 of them. If there were 5 lines, you can only find an intersection between 2 lines at a time. So it says first curve, I'm on y1, I hit enter, and it automatically skips down to y1 or y2. So I push enter on y2, and then it asks for a guess. It wants to know about where do you want me to look. So I'm going to go over to this intersection, and I'm going to hit enter. And that's the intersection. The nice thing is, if there are 2 lines, they either don't touch when they're parallel, they touch everywhere, meaning they're the same line, or they touch once. So if there's one intersection, then the calculator will find it. So second calc 5, it doesn't matter where you are. Just push second calc intersect, and then just push enter, 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 and it will find the intersection. If the lines are parallel, and you try to find the intersection, the calculator is going to give you an error. It will say error, no sign change, which it uses a formula called Descartes' rule of signs to solve polynomials. So don't worry about it. If it says error, no sign change, it just means there's no solution. So if the lines are parallel, then it would have no solution. Okay. Look at the other worksheet. On this one, they're not necessarily linear. So for this first one, we have a linear equation and a quadratic equation. So plug those in. And then x squared minus 5. Oops. And if you look here, this one actually intersects twice. So you can still push enter, 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 but it will give you whatever answer you're closer to. So second calc number 5. I go over here. I don't have to be on it. I just need to be closer to that intersection than the other one. So one of the answers here, oh, I need to draw the graph. One of the answers is 2.29 and 0.27. And then second calc, intersect. And I don't have to go all the way over. I just need to be closer. And that's my second answer. Negative 3.04, comma 4.28. Okay, any questions? You're going to run into some that are really close, like, let's say we had this, and then we had, and it's hard to tell, do they actually touch there or not? Well, this one obviously touches, so find that. And then the second time, just put your cursor up here, and if there's an intersection, your calculator will find it. If there's not an intersection, what's it going to tell you? It's going to go back to this one. So that's how you tell. Did they actually touch? You could zoom in and look, but there's no point. Just have your calculator look for the intersection. If it doesn't find one, or if it finds this one, it means that there is no intersection up there. Okay? Get to work. Good luck.